Today we're going to identify and recover wasted time. It's not unusual for one of my new Periscope friends to write me on Instagram and ask me to do a favor for them. Normally, I read the message, spend a little time engaged in a task, and then I'll write back to them. Oftentimes, they immediately sent a thank you and said they were in shock that someone like you who is so busy helped them out so quickly. It reminded me of something that I learned the hard way a long time ago. Ask someone who has a lot of free time on their hands to do something, and it will take forever to get done. Ask someone super busy to do that same thing, and it often gets done immediately. One thing you don't know about me is that I study physics on a pretty regular basis. So I want to remind you of something I'm sure you've heard before. Newton's law of motion. Bodies at rest tend to stay at rest, and bodies in motion tend to stay in motion. I've learned more about this in college. If a professor assigned a class a 5-page paper on October 1st and told us it was due by the 3rd, we would all sit down and begin working on it that night. If he assigned the same paper on October 1st and told us it was due December 1st, we would all start working on it November 29th. Even worse, that practice didn't change if it were a 10-page paper assigned overnight and a 1-page paper assigned to be handed in 2 months down the road. If you are one of those wait until things must be done, you don't have a true entrepreneurial mindset, and you better change it or decide to work for someone else who gives you structured hours. If you want to change, first get rid of the time-wasting activities. For example, instead of watching a 1-hour TV show, record it on DVR and watch it in 45 minutes by fast-forwarding through the commercials. Don't spend a half-hour typing a lengthy email or exchanging text messages when you can accomplish the same thing with a 5-minute phone call. Do all of your errands at once so you're not distracted when you actually sit down and start to work. Don't waste time in unproductive interactions. So these are just a few obvious things. We all can get better. It used to take me 2 hours to get out of the house in the morning. I would set the alarm for 6 after hitting the snooze button a few times, making my coffee, breakfast, taking a shower, styling my hair, putting on makeup, playing with the dogs a little, etc. I would just find myself racing to get out of the house a little bit after 8 if I was lucky. When I analyzed those behaviors, I found that I could actually accomplish the same thing in the morning with less frazzle in less than an hour if I simply just didn't waste time at critical moments. I got my coffee ready the night before, and when I made dinner, so it was very easy to do things like that. Changes led me to getting out of the house and feeling relaxed at 7, and the dogs were just as happy. I didn't neglect anything. The key is to do things in the right order. Set a goal, a plan, and that's important. And it's that you stay motivated to make things happen. And without a real goal or a plan or a sense of urgency, the things that you need to do will never get done, and you will continue to waste time.